so today, guys, we are going to learn about the FFA and Professional Development Organization. So I am going to give you a pretest. It's okay if you do not know it, just do your best, and then we're going to learn about it, and then I'm going to collect your data again. We're going to have an exit ticket and see how much you guys have learned, okay? So after I give you guys this pretest, you guys will go ahead and take notes on the PowerPoint, and then we will do a Kahoot, and then you'll have an exit ticket, okay? All right. Good that you already have your pencils out. All right, so go ahead, take a couple minutes. I will actually set a timer for 5 minutes. Okay, are you all finished? Looks like. Okay, so I will end that timer then. All right, so we're gonna get into this. So grab out your pieces of paper, and I will collect your pretest. Thank you. Alright, so go ahead and take notes. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty of this. Okay, so the FFA mission statement. FFA makes a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agriculture education. The FFA motto, learning to do, doing to learn, earning to live, learning to serve. FFA colors, so it's national blue and corn yellow. Different types of FFA membership. So you have active, so those are like you that are actually in the agriculture class that are FFA members. So collegiate, so this is college level. And then alumni, so these are students that have already graduated who have taken membership in their FFA chapter that they were in. Honorary, so this is going to be like parents that want to get involved and be a part and be a member. Objectives, so identify leadership development opportunities, understand the history of National FFA organization, understand how to model leadership skills, and develop a plan to grow an agriculture community. So this is what we'll learn through this PowerPoint. Leadership development available through the FFA organization. So FFA stands for the National FFA Association, otherwise known as Future Farmers of America. FFA offers many ways that you can grow in the FFA program, the main three being CDE, which is a career development event, an SAE, which you guys all have to partake in, being an ag class. So it is a supervised agriculture event, and LDEs, leadership development event. Example of these events include veterinary science CDE, experimentarius speaking LDE, Showing livestock SAE. How does FFA impact education? FFA is a useful tool that can allow for hands-on experience as well as complement in-class instruction. It helps students apply what they have learned in the classroom to real-world activities. Organizations that are also related to agriscience include AEST. So this is actually a test that you guys can take and you can get certified in. It's about 50 questions long, and it'll ask you stuff like plant cells, animal cells, and what is FFA, and pretty much a lot of what's in this PowerPoint as well, and different beef breeds, pig breeds, stuff like that. So 4-H, so this is another organization that allows students to complete and show an FFA. So this would be more for kids that are homeschooled. FFA offers many different leadership roles in an organization. These are referred to as officer positions. Officer positions from highest to lowest. So you have your president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, reporter, student advisor, parliamentarian, I missed one, historian, and then we have chaplain. So those are your 10, and that is actually going in order that's listed there as you see. So obviously the president, that's gonna lead the chapter and presides the meetings. The vice president will assist the president. And so if the president has to be out because they're sick or whatever reason, the vice president steps up. The secretary, so they actually take the notes in the meetings, so we can refer back to. And the treasurer, they manage the money. Reporter, it's basically just posting on social media and getting the community involved. Sentinel, this is the person that's a people person. They greet the people at the door. Student advisor, so these are the people that kind of take note of what other FFA members need and everything, and kind of go back to their officer team and share that. Historian, so this is basically, they take the pictures and the videos at every event that we have. Parliamentarian ensures meetings are run through the right procedures. And then chaplain, so this person promotes positive, moral, and offers motivational support, and so they'll pray before each event that we have. So official dress. So as an officer, this is what you would be wearing. So when we do OCC and have different FFA events, or if you're showing, this is what you would wear. So there are different platforms that you can hold a position FFA. You can hold positions in 5 different ways: through the school, sub-district, district, state, and national. Degrees. So aside from leadership, you have different ones that you can get, starting with discovery that you can get in middle school, green hand, which is middle school or high school, chapter degree is also high school, same as state degree and American degree, and that is listed in order. So here are the degrees just explained, so you guys can watch this little video.
The first one that you can receive at the youngest age is a discovery degree. So not all
Okay. So
chapters have this as an option. However, the Electric City chapter does, and I was one of these discovery members. So these are middle school students
involved in your SAE that we do?
Chapter degrees. So chapter degrees are given to people who have already gotten their green hand degree, and they're in the chapter. This is one of those degrees that you're gonna have for a while throughout the chapter. So you must have been a green hand. You have to meet the requirements, again, FFA.org, pointing to you. Given at the chapter level to people inside of the chapter, obviously, for meeting their requirements. The next highest award that you can have after your chapter degree is awarded by the state, called your state degree, which just is meeting the requirements, which is just also found on the FFA.org. It's a certain number of community service hours and SAE experience and things like that. It is the highest amount of, it is the highest degree that can be bestowed upon a person by the state. So if you have that, that's cool.
Then your top is your American.
Previously gotten your chapter degree. So that's how you get that. Only the highest degree that can be given to an FFA member is the American degree. So after you've got your state degree, you can apply to have an American degree, which means you get to walk across the national stage with a piece of paper and get a really nice pin for your jacket, which is cool. You have to meet the requirements, again, found at FFA.org. You can also find them in your FFA handbook, the national handbook. So I guess if you don't have internet access, I'll try to watch this video otherwise, but if you don't, or it's not working out or you can't find it, that's another place you can look. You have to meet even higher standards and requirements. It's so crazy that the amount of people who receive it is less than 1% of FFA members, and an average of 3,500 people receive this degree every year. So if you get it, that means you are a very rare person in the flock. So good for you. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it.
Okay, so back to our PowerPoint. And it booted us off, so. Alright, so supervised agriculture experiment is what SAE stands for. And that's what you will be doing throughout the course of this year. So it will start in August and then you will end in May. And so we will do SAE check-ins throughout the course and make sure that you guys are doing it. There's different types of SAEs that you can do though. So there's 5 types and here is it explained. This is a quick video.
Ask the question, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Okay.
All been asked the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? Maybe you already know. Or maybe you're like I used to be and have absolutely no clue what you want to do with your life. I have the solution for you. SAE stands for Supervised Agricultural Experience, and it's part of a 3-component model that is used for agriculture education. This model includes classroom instruction, an SAE, and FFA. All 3 components work together to fulfill our mission. You have the opportunity to take what is learned in your very own ag class and apply it to a real-life experience. This will enhance your abilities in the career that you plan to pursue, or help you find out what you really want to do in the future. There are 4 different types of SAEs. Number 1, entrepreneurship. This one involves money. You are the businessman or woman and make a profit based off of your entrepreneurship abilities. Number 2, placement. This is a job or internship with any agricultural related business or school. Number 3, research and experimentation. You plan and conduct a scientific experiment. Number 4, foundational. Foundational is just like it sounds. You build a foundation and then different career opportunities and further your knowledge in the agriculture industry. With SAEs being so diverse, you can do whatever you want as long as it applies to the curriculum that is being taught in your ag class. SAEs will enhance your learning experience and prepare you for your future.
Okay, so back to the presentation. So those are the different options that you guys could do. My advice would be definitely do entrepreneurship, so as getting chickens and selling eggs and making that money, and you get to actually keep that money you earn. So another note on that, so basically, I want you guys to think. So say we are doing chickens, you choose an entrepreneurship, and your chickens get out. What would you do? How do you solve that?
Well, I would look for if there's any holes that we accidentally mistaken and patch the hole, or if the door is loose, I would make sure to tighten it or fix it.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Especially or if, I know Alyssa, you were talking about getting a pig. So what if the material put up doesn't, really work out? Like it's getting through, you thought you researched it, you bought all this material, you put it up. What do?
You can buy a thicker material, or you can try to reinforce it with wood or a hard plastic piece behind it, just to make it so that the animal or the pig, for instance, won't be able to break out.
Exactly. Awesome. I know, Angel, you were thinking about putting animals into that metal coop out there. So tell me about that. What do you want to do for your SAE project?
Well, currently I'm working on doing ducks, and the main thing with that metal coop out there is it needs a lot of fixing up. So I have to replace the tarp, fix up the door, make sure that the coop won't move and it'll stay on the ground.
Yeah, good job. That's great problem solving skills, y'all. Alright, so the FFA emblem. So the emblem is the eagle. Well, this is the emblem actually. So this is the symbol of FFA is the eagle. So a lot of it, to help you remember, just think of America. So the eagle, and then we talk about national blue and corn yellow. So and then also the top degree you can get is American. So this kind of explains the emblem a little bit better. So the owl, though long recognized for its wisdom, symbolizes the knowledge required to be successful in the industry of agriculture. So the eagle, the owl, the plow, cross-section corn, words, and rising sun. So this is all a part you can see in this. Alright, so we're going to do a little Kahoot and see what you guys know. So I want you guys to go ahead and you already have your laptops out, but I want you to log in and I will, let's see. So go to Kahoot. Let me know when you guys are there. So let me host this. And so some of these questions will actually be ones that we already went through in class, so you guys should already know it. but everything else is pretty much on this PowerPoint that we just went through. Alright, so it's loading the game pen. Alright, there you guys go. Alright, perfect. An invention in the 1800s expanded the beef industry by helping meat to be moved across the U.S. and stored. Alright, good job. Wow, you guys really knew your stuff from the other day. Alright, let's see, so this is in the scoreboard. In what year were females allowed to be an FFA? It was the summer of... Think about the old song. Come on, guys. Think about your parents. What they listened to. There you go. Good job. All three of you got that right. Alright. What act was established to allow vocational education in schools? Ooh, so that's something we need to come back to. Alright, what does SAE stand for? Y'all definitely, this is gonna be really tricky. Good job. Alright. Complete the FFA motto, learning to do three without saying it. Earning to, living to. So tricky. Not that we just went over this. Awesome. Ooh, Angel came. Alright, what are the FFA colors? Good job. Alright. Where was the first National FFA Convention held? Oh, okay, so we need to go back over that one. Alright, Angel's still on the leaderboard. There you go. Alright, which of the following is an example of an LDE? What does DDE stand for? Good job. Yeah, we just went over this too. Which of the following are parts of the FFA emblem? Y'all remember? Let's see. Seconds. Ooh. Good job, y'all. In what year was the FFA founded? The Roaring. There you go. Good job, guys. Which of the following is not a line of the FFA creed? Remember we did this on the first day. Y'all see okay? Okay, to be fair, that is 5 paragraphs long, so we will just go over it. That's okay. We're learning. The plow in the FFA emblem stands for what? It's a tricky one. Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulties, real quick. Let me slide this over and grab a new computer because obviously mine died. Okay, let me get back to it. Alright, 297605. Okay. Bear with me, y'all. Okay, so back to presentation one. Actually, okay. Alright, you guys might have to join this game then. But hey, now it'll be easy, so you guys can, who knows who will be on the top of the scoreboard, the leaderboard. I'm gonna go back to the question we left off on. Okay, so loading game pen.
I was just looking like this funny.
Okay, maybe I can get it. Alright. Well, since we were going over these answers, you guys know, so we can get back to the question we left off on. Let's just do it really fast. Okay, can I skip these?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you like actually skip? When in doubt, ask a teenager. Do you know how to skip these?
No, it's just like the skip button, that's all.
Oh, okay.
But it still like loads the next question.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Okay, we already answered that one.
Yeah, we were left off on question
still answering?
Yeah, it seems like it's
Oh my god. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, here you guys go. Who wrote the FFA Creed? Good job. Okay, true or false? Your FFA jacket should only be worn in official FFA events and with reverence. True or false? Okay, good job. In what year were females allowed to hold membership in the FFA? In 1988, the name of the organization changed from Future Farmers of America to Raising and showing your hog in the fair is an example of what type of SAE project? Okay, good job. Yeah, you guys can earn a lot of money through showing the animals. Okay. Working at a feed store is an example of what type of SAE? Good job. Taking care of a rabbit at the school is an example of what type of SAE? Writing an essay on the history of women in agriculture leadership roles is an example of what type of SAE? What is the highest degree an FFA member can earn? Good job. How many pins can you have on your FFA jacket? Ooh, Ella's coming for you, Alyssa. Okay, last question. Which of the following characteristics is not a quality of a leader? Alright, good job. You guys all got it. So let's see who the winner was. Alyssa! Woo! Good job. Okay, good job, guys. So, we only have a little bit of time left before class ends, so I am actually going to give you guys this exit ticket. So, I want you guys to just place it into the bin over there when you guys are done. Okay. Because we just went through it, I'm gonna say no. I wanna just see what you guys know, what you learned from this lesson. Hey, I'm basically grading myself on this, okay? How well did I teach you guys these concepts? You guys got this. I will set a timer on the board. It's in my phone this time. Wow, you guys are fast. Okay, good job. You guys know your stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and go over it. So, for the first one, so what is the mission of FFA? What did you guys put?
BB.
Okay, good job, yeah, that was correct. So that is to make a positive difference through premier leadership, personal growth, and career success. Number 2 was which of the following correctly lists the FFA degrees in order from lowest to highest? What'd you guys get?
C.
Okay, good job. Alright, so that was Discovery, Greenhand, Chapter, State, and American. So, number 3, what are the official colors of FFA and what do they represent? What did you guys put?
C.
Good job. Yeah, national blue and corn yellow representing unity with our nation's flag and cornfields. Number 4, which FFA officer position is responsible for managing chapter funds? Okay, good job. Yeah, that's correct. Treasurer. 5, what are the 3 main ways students can grow in the FFA program?
C.
Yep, CDs, SAEs, and LEEs. Good job. All right, guys, so that concludes class, and we will touch on this some more tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.